Yo, what's good, family? It's your dog Bullet, aka Brandon, and as you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail, today I will be talking about. Obviously, you guys saw. I just want to use this before I get into the actual story and the actual video footage and stuff like that. I want to give you guys the basics or the reasoning and the meaning behind me sharing this and telling you guys these things. Um, Pretty much, I want to just get you guys to know that try to do better. If you don't get what I mean, what I mean is if you guys have school, if you guys have work, just go do that. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you may not like it, understand why you're doing it, but just do it. Okay, one for school, I know a lot of us, including myself, hated school or hate school, okay? But you should do school. If you can do it, do it. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because you may not have a guaranteed, you know what I'm saying, thing in life. But if you have a high school diploma, if you have any type of education behind your name, it's sad to say, but it's true. If you do not have school behind your name, any type of diploma, no education behind your name, people think that you're naturally stupid. People think that you're stupid. You feel me? So it'll be harder to get jobs. So at least if you have some type of education behind your name, then it'll make it easier for you guys to find or get a job. You know what I'm saying? And for example, if you have a job, go work. Go put in them hours, bro. Go grind some paperwork. You feel me? Go make some bread. And for example, if you go to work, you don't feel like it. You may hate it. You don't like getting up early, or you just don't like the job. You don't like the people around you. If you have nothing better to do at home, just go do it. Just deal with the bullshit. And for example, if you don't like that job, try to find another job. But just go to work, bro. Do not stay at home. Do not cause more problems for yourself. Do not make life more of a hassle. You feel me? Do what you gotta do. That's all I'm saying. Now let's get into the story and into this the video footage. I'm gonna call this kid S. I'm not gonna give nothing related to his name at all for you guys to find him. But pretty much this kid I went to school with. Uh, yeah. So pretty much I met him in middle school. The school that we met at is now officially closed. You know what I'm saying, due to health hazards and shit, stuff like that. So, but yeah. So I met him there. So S, you know what I'm saying. In my opinion, overall, deep down, he actually is a good person. But his problem is, and it's still to this day, as you guys can see, his problem is one is money. You know what I'm saying? He has an addiction. You know what I'm saying? Not to money, but money was his big priority because his addiction is drugs. You feel me? But yeah. So his problem, especially in school, which I saw very early on, his problem was to try to impress people. You get me? His thing was to always try to be, in light of cool. Anything that anybody thought was cool or gangster or whatever, he tried to do it and tried to show it and try to prove that he is about that life or whatever the case may be. Which obviously he's not, because he's not a very smart person. As a matter of fact, he was in special ed classes. You know what I'm saying? Not to diss anybody in special ed classes, because I got a lot of really close, really cool homies. But I'm just using it as an example. You feel me? So for example, I'll even show you this one time. And if anybody who knows this dude, y'all know, if you were there, y'all know. There was a lot of us. Alright? So pretty much, everybody was like, yo, if you do this, you cool. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, dude, bro, one of my homies literally crushed up his cereal, dude. I shit you not, as crazy and weird as this sounds, it's fucking true. Dude crushed up his cereal. You know what I'm saying? Because back when I was in middle school, they had this, I guess you call it program. Down in the counseling offices, they would give you free breakfasts and stuff like that. So pretty much they would give you like this little box of cereal, like that big. And pretty much, y'all know, if you don't know, pretty much used to be like this variety box of cereal. And then there'll be a smaller box inside, and then that's where the bag of cereal would be. So you have all types of cereal, you know what I'm saying? Like your average Cheerios, Fruit Loops, all those types of shits. But they'll just be in those small containers. So pretty much he got his, crushed it up, put it on the bag, and he said, sniff it. We all just thought it was funny. We're like, this dude ain't really gonna fucking snort some fucking cereal. This dude grabs the fucking bag. And I mean, he shoves that shit up his nose, just snorts the fuck out of it. I mean, we all laughed, but and we're like, what the fuck? This dude is stupid. Excuse me, sorry. But so we were just like, what the fuck? But that was just my point. Like, this dude did any and everything to try to prove that he was cool, or he was some, that image of cool gangster, whatever. Like, which by the way, that ain't gangster or nothing like that. That's just fucking stupid. Like, so for example, as the time went on, saying, because obviously I used to hang out with this kid. I knew his family, I knew everything. His family, my family knows him. So yeah, so as time went on, we used to smoke. Where I'm from, that's normal. Almost everybody in this island has either seen, touched, or smoked some type of weed or marijuana, herb, whatever the fuck you call it. All right. So, and by the way, it's illegal where I'm from. It's not legal. So pretty much as time went on, that's what we did. You know what I'm saying? It got worse. It got worse. But the thing was with him, he went as far as to start to steal for it. He even stole from his own family to get it. You feel me? Like he just kept doing that shit. He was fucking over drug dealers to get it. You know what I'm saying? That was the type of person he was, and it just turned into an addiction. And he kept doing it, and it got worse and worse and worse. To the point where I just stopped being his friend overall. Like I just dropped it because I saw where he was going, and I saw the vibes and the people he was keeping around him, and I said, "Fuck him. I don't want him around me. I'm not trying to have that type of vibes." And obviously, before I dropped out of school, high school, I will say, I actually just stopped doing all that shit altogether. Like I just stopped stealing, stopped selling weed, stopped stealing. Period. I just stopped doing a bunch of shit. I tried to go on the right path. So I went to GED classes, school, and then I started working. To make my own money and doing everything that I could. To stay on the right path and keep busy and keep away from the bullshit. So I, I came home from work one day. I shit you not. I came home straight home from work. I went to GD in the morning, went to work in the afternoon. I had a full-time job, but some days I worked classes, so I would go later in the day. So I went to work, came home around 5, 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock actually that day. And then next thing I know, he comes over to my house, with this other homie, who actually is a real drug addict now, who I used to live with me at one point. I had to kick him out. He and him both came to my house. We'll call him S, and we'll call him C and S. Okay, C and S. They both came to my house, right? And when they came there, they had a decent amount of weed, bro. They already had most of it rolled up. So which is to me is nothing new because they always had weed. And if they didn't have weed, especially S, he will go steal from his parents and his peoples and his. So I'm not gonna say who specifically who, because then it'll give it away exactly who he is. What I'm talking about for people who know who I'm talking about. All right, but pretty much he would go steal from her. I'm gonna say her, and he would get money from that and then go buy it and then come to me. So for me, it was nothing new for him to have it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh my God, where'd you get that from? You know what I'm saying? He always had it. So next thing I know, we smoked. We went inside. And then I was making food for myself, and then I just gave it to both of them. I was like, y'all have that. I'm finna go use the bathroom real quick. So they were like, yeah, we finna go smoke. So I was like, all right, cool. Y'all take this food. I'm gonna go use the bathroom now, and I'll come talk to y'all in a minute. Next thing I know, I'm over there, literally sitting on the toilet, dropping the shit, and all I hear is all this commotion outside. Everybody's like, yeah, what the fuck, blah blah blah. Which is not normal where I'm from. Like in order to get to my house, you have to walk up a whole shitload of flight of stairs, and it's on the roadside. So I'm just like, okay, what the fuck's going on? So then I did my business, went outside because it went real quiet, which is weird. So I went outside. I'm looking around. I'm like, the food that I gave him is all over the floor outside in my yard. So I'm just like, what the fuck? Looking around. I don't see nobody. I don't hear nobody. Looking on the street, see if anybody's walking around, ask who it is. I'm looking, see if my neighbors were outside. I mean, nothing. Was nobody. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I call up my mama, and I'm like, yo, mom, some fuckers were just outside making a whole bunch of noise, and SNC are fucking gone. Because it was weird. And then the other weird thing was, like I said, well, actually, I forgot to say, they just came home from school. They just finished school, and they came did whatever they did, and came to my house. So I told him, I was like, hey, mom, I'm talking about, like, straight up, like, they clothes, I'm saying that they blazers, they fucking school bags, all they shit still here. They just fucking gone, like. And then she just telling me stay in the house, blah 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 blah. So I literally went down the street looking for these dudes. I'm like, maybe they just went down the street real quick or something. They might just linked up with somebody, some bullshit happened, whatever. Next thing I know, they still ain't here. So literally after this weekend, because this was on a Friday, so Monday morning I saw S, and he came to get his bag for school. And obviously I had GED classes on Mondays, so I went with him on the bus. And I'm like, okay, yo, bro, what happened? Like, why the fuck you just ditch out? He's like, I just got bailed out. I'm like, what the fuck you get bailed for? He's like, I got arrested for stealing or some shit. I robbed a house or something. So, like, me, that's what people don't understand is for me, I was always that guy to look out and try to better somebody. I was always, as you guys see, this is what this whole channel is about. You feel me? I've been like this my whole life. I didn't just start, you know what I'm saying? Even when I was doing those bad things, I always made sure people close to me, or the people I considered homies or brothers or sisters, you feel me? Always try to make sure they were good. So I was like, look, bro, straight up, just try to do better, bro. Just stop doing what you fucking doing, bro. You feel me? Whatever it is you did, just deal with it and just stop. Like, just get away from that shit, bro. Try to better yourself, finish school, man. Excuse me, sorry again. But that's what I told him. I said, just get your shit together. Stop doing what you doing, man. You just no need for it, bro. You straight. Yo, this.
Alright, so it glitched. So pretty much what I was saying right there was that I was telling him who I referred to as her later in the story. I said, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta do all that, bro. Her, you know what I'm saying, she got a business, man. All you gotta do is just finish school and then take on the business, bro. And you gonna be straight, you gonna be making hella bread. Just saying, just do it, just do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can take on the family business. Alright, now let's get back to the story.
Little bread, bro. You gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? So I was just telling him, like, you know, next thing I fucking know, you know, the homie, pretty much he robbed my other homie's sister. Which, by the way, his sister is way older, so she had a house. He robbed her, right? Which I had no clue of, obviously, because I stopped hanging around them. They were going to school. I had to go to my GED classes. I had work. I had all this other shit. I'm busy. Even today, as you guys see, I'm still busy. Like, I try to stay busy as possible. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not working. I'm doing YouTube. 2 channels doing YouTube, you know, stuff like that. So pretty much all I know is, out of nowhere, I'm like, you know, because I see him riding his bike with his homies. So I'm like, I shout to him, like, yo, what going, you good? You know what I'm saying? Yo, yo, yo. Next thing I know, I see him duck his head down, start laughing. I'm like, okay. I don't know what was so funny. Next thing he turns around with the homies, and he comes back. I'm like, because I know all these kids. I went to school with them. I know all of them. You know what I'm saying? He was with Q. He was with the other dude, P. And then he was on the back of Q's bike. So he hops off. My bad. He was on the back of P's bike. Hops off and comes talk to me. And he's like, oh, you robbed my sister's house, yada, 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 yada. I was like, bro, what the fuck you talking? I just came home from work and I got a bonus for working. Not bonus, but I worked extra hours that week. So my pay was big. So I spent a whole bunch of money on fucking weed. You know what I'm saying? So every time I paid off my mama for, you know what I'm saying, for the house and shit, the rest of the money I just bought weed. And you know what I'm saying, like that. So I was off. I was smoking dabs. I did the gas mask. I had a whole bunch of blunts and joints. I was off it. I was high as fuck. Keep it a bean with you. So I was just like, no, bro, what the fuck you talking about? You my homie. I would never do that. What makes you think I did it? Next thing I know, this dude just starts swinging on me. I'm just like, what the fuck? So I threw this dude off me. I threw him way back. And then he tried to throw my helmet at me. And I caught it. I'm like, yo, bro, what the fuck's up with you, bro? And then these other people drove up, you know what I'm saying, being all pokey. Told me, oh, the cops, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It was just all this big commotion. So the homie that I was with, who was with him, by the way, which is C, he fucking did it. Come to find out, like, they both did it. And they both fucking pretty much, S was catching a bus in town going to school. And by the way, the way I found this out was my other homie that I was actually smoking with, you know what I'm saying, earlier in the week. He said he was catching a bus to go home, man.
My bad, Joe, it glitched. So what I said right there was one of my homies saw S catching a bus to go to school while he was going home, and then he saw this commotion, which I continue to speak on right now.
We'll call him L. You know, that's his first letter of his first name, but you'll never know who this is. So L caught up to him, you know, S, in the bus terminal. So he starts up. He's like, yo, bro, you robbed my sister. Who the fuck you think you is? What the fuck, bro? You know what I'm saying? All mad as hell. And he's like, oh no, oh no. You know what I'm saying? Brandon did it. Brandon did it. You know what I'm saying? And then I hear that from my homie. I'm like, bro, you and me were just smoking, bro. We weren't doing that. You saw me. The fuck you speaking my name for? And then that's what made him think that I really did it. Because they were both close. When we were all close, but he really believed him over me. And instead of talking to me and just hearing my side before making a decision, he just came up to me trying to fight me, like just on some weird shit. So I'm just like, bro, what? So that's why, you know what I'm saying, I had a lot of problems. And that today I'm still trying to, you know what I'm saying, get in contact with him so I can sort this shit out. Because now I have this video that I'm going to show you guys right here. I'm going to show you guys real quick.
Where's that by? It's up in the hill. It's kind of. Is it up in the hills? Where Mobe is, where the beach and all the tourist the attractions are. Brownstown. Brownstown. You have to go up into the hills, up into the mountain. You think or you know? He claims that he went to visit his mother, but we noticed he grew increasingly nervous and hesitated during questioning. He just seemed a bit off. How many people? How big is that house? Two bedroom? How many people live in the house? Huh? You don't live there? Just your mom? How long she been there?
So yeah, as you guys saw, that was the video. So that's the dude. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm not going to speak his name or nothing like that. I'm just going to call him S, which is not the first letter of his first name. I'm just calling him a completely different thing, so you guys never find out who it is. So pretty much, that was him, and he's the one who said it. So I was just like, what the fuck? So that's what I mean by I'm trying to get in contact with L, you know what I'm saying, the dude who tried to fight me, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to sort that out, because you know what I'm saying, because I never did it. And I'm the type of dude where if I did it, I had a reason for it. So if you gave me a reason and I did it, I would have just straight beat his ass up. I would just fight it. I would have fought his ass right there, no questions about it. But I didn't do it. I'm a man of my word. Y'all know I keep shit 100. I have no reason to lie about nothing in my life. I'm nobody special to be lying. You feel me? So I was just like, nah, bro, I never did it. He just didn't want to believe me, I guess. So it is what it is. But you feel me? It's just like, this is why I stopped being his friend. This is why I cut him off. This is why I'm always telling you guys, just make sure you keeping good people and good energy around you guys. You feel me? Because people like this are going to fuck you up and make life harder for you. But you either don't need it or don't deserve it. You feel me? So yeah. And then as you guys can see, based off the video, that escalated to later in his life. And now he's fucking locked up. You know what I'm saying? Doing all this dumb shit. And now that I think he's back. But if he's not, either way, when he comes back here, he'll be part of what we call the stop list, which means he can never leave Bermuda again. He's stuck here on this little ass island. He's stuck here. He can never travel again. It's gonna be way harder for him to get a job now. And the only job he can even get is labor work, which is what I used to do, which is landscaping, roofing, painting. I'm talking about hard back-breaking jobs just to make a little bit of bread. You feel me? His life is gonna be hard for the rest of his life. You feel me? And now he's got a record more than what he had. You feel me? So yeah, man. So this is just a message just to show you guys, look, bro, just try to live better, bro. Just try to keep your head on the swivel, you know what I'm saying? But keep positive energy with you. Keep good, real people, real ones around you, bro. Like just try to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what else to say, bro. Just real shit. Just be more positive, get what you need to get done, and focus on, you know what I'm saying, yourselves and keeping good energy and people around you and within you. You feel me? Like don't be out there doing the wrong things. If you know it's wrong, don't fucking do it. Simple as that. If you got school, go to school, do what you gotta do. If you got work, go to work, bro. Feel me? Make that money. And if you don't like that job, go find another one. You know what I'm saying? Just do positive and productive things, bro. Don't result to what this dude and what I used to do. You feel me? It is honestly not worth it, and it's not a life you want to live at all. And I realized that a little bit earlier on, so that's why I'm doing YouTube and trying to chase my dreams. You feel me? But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Again, y'all be safe. Bless up. I love all y'all. Again, stay positive. I love you. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.